Maido! Hi there, Japan fans. In today's show, we are going to talk about some tips to help you make your presentations more impressive. Preseno Master Shimasho. This is the Presentation Japan Series podcast. We are beaming around the world to you from sunny Minato-ku here in Tokyo. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy, committed to your success. I'm the president of Dale Carnegie Train Japan and the best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery and Japan Business Mastery. Now, this podcast has 4 objectives for you. Help you to be clear, confident, persuasive, and highly influential with those around you. Now that's a big, isn't it? Becoming more influential with those around you. That's what we want. If you have feedback on the show, preferences about potential topics, let us know. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, and share this podcast. Our daily lineup is massive. Who else, who hasn't been certifiably declared insane, does 6 podcasts a week in English and 2 every fortnight in Japanese? Unbelievable. Here we go. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show podcast. Tuesdays, the Presentations Japan series. That's this one. Now, every second Wednesday, we have the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show. On Wednesdays, we have the Japan Sales Japan series. Thursdays, we have the Leadership Japan series. And every second Thursday, we have the Business Pro Podcast. Fridays, we have the Japan Business Mastery Show. And Saturdays, we have Japan's top business interviews. Now, this is episode number 203. We are talking about 7 tips from the front lines of presenting. I have the opportunity to give a number of presentations each year. I video them as well, so I can study where I can improve them further. What I find very interesting, though, is that I'm a poor model in some ways for others who don't have that chance to present publicly so often. I was teaching some presentation skills classes recently, and the students are probably a better fit for most people as a model. They are in the class because they need to become more persuasive and more professional when they speak. Our high-impact presentations course is the Rolls Royce of presenting. So allow me to encapsulate some of the big breakthroughs I see in our classes as tips that you can immediately adopt for yourself. Number 1, stand up straight. Well, come on. You may be saying, is that a tip? How hard could that be? Surprisingly, many people can't stand up straight. They put more weight on one leg than the other, kick out one hip, and so look way too casual. Others are swaying about the place from the hips like a drunken sailor. This swaying makes them look like they lack confidence and conviction about their messaging, which is extremely bad, but simply fixed. Stand straight and don't sway about. Number 2, turn your neck. Do not turn your shoulders or feet when looking at people in the audience sitting on the sides. Amazingly, some presenters even half lean over towards someone who is sitting off to the side of the speaker. Or, even more fascinatingly, they do this cute little soft shoe shuffle with their feet to face that person. You look clunky, way too casual, and unconvincing. Stand up straight on the one spot and just simply turn your head to look at people to the sides of the audience. Number 3, start strong. It is very hard to build up the energy after you start. For whatever reason, it is easier to start strong and then adjust the strength later. When you begin softly, you tend to get stuck there. Remember, this is the age of distraction, and we face the toughest audiences ever created. When they hit that room to hear your talk, their brains are chock full of stuff already. We have to break into their brain and open them up for our message. A strong start cuts through the crowd noise and grabs immediate attention. Number 4, use gestures intelligently. The gesture needs to be congruent with what we are saying. A simple way to understand this is, if I was saying, this is a huge global project, and had brought my palms together in front of my body, facing each other only a few centimeters apart, showing a very narrow range, the words and hand position don't match. For that sentence, I need to have my arms up around shoulder height and stretching wide, almost at 180 degrees to my body. Find out more when we come back from the break. Today's show is brought to you by our public courses, but we also do custom in-house programs. Now, we do these online, we do them in our super safe classroom, we do them in Japanese, and we do them in English. So today's show is sponsored by, on the 25th of September, our Build Trust, Credibility and Respect program. It's a one-day program and it's online. On the 28th and 29th of September, we have high impact presentations, 2-day program, 2 instructors. This is the Rolls Royce of presenting awesome course. October 6th, running for 7 weeks consecutively, we are holding our Leadership Training for Managers course. That will be in person in our super safe classroom starting on October 6th. All the details, you can get them at our website, which is at enjapan.dalecarnegie.com. Or you can email me, greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. If you like learning by watching videos, we have over 1,000. Can you believe that? 1,000 videos for you at Japan Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We are releasing 3 shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's the premier business show on Japan. That comes out Mondays. Fridays, we have the Japan Business Mastery Show. Saturdays, we release Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders from SMEs all the way up to the corporate captains of industry on leading in Japan. Now, every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. If you really want to advance your knowledge for selling in Japan, get my book, The Bible on Selling Japan Sales Master. Get that from Amazon. If you want to know how to master business in Japan, get my other book, Japan Business Mastery, also available on Amazon. Welcome back. So, we were talking about gestures. What many people miss is the opportunity to pair the gesture with the concept. Use your hands as a measuring stick to indicate high, low, big, small, etc. When students do this type of gesture in the class, they feel a bit shy, as if it is too exaggerated, especially when they're doing the big gestures. However, once they get into the review room with the other instructor, they see themselves on video and realise, it looks very natural and normal. Number 5, eyeball your audience. If we want to persuade our audience, we need to engage them. The most powerful way to do that is give them eye contact. Politicians are geniuses at getting this wrong. They do eye contact quick sweeps of the assembled punters, effectively connecting with no one. This is fake eye contact. We want to pick up people in the crowd and give one person solid, uninterrupted eye contact for 6 seconds. Then immediately move to the next person at random in the audience and give them 6 seconds of eye contact. We just keep repeating this throughout the entire talk. 6 seconds is long enough to engage without becoming intrusive. Depending on the size of the audience, you may have been able to personally connect with everyone there. That is powerful. Number 6, use your voice. Speakers speak with their voice, but many are not really using it properly. Using it properly would be to select certain key words in a sentence and either hit them harder or make them softer than the surrounding words. It might be used to slow things down or speed them up when we speak. Also, we can go high and low in modulation for more variety. Number 7, turn the energy switch on. We speak with a certain energy output when we are having a normal conversation. We cannot transfer that same energy to the stage or to the online world when we are presenting. We need to really ramp up the energy output. We have a different role when we're in the limelight. We need to project our confidence, our belief in what we are saying. An easy way to do that is drive up the energy output and radiate that to the audience. We need to vary the power, of course, throughout the speech, but the baseline will be about 20% higher than what we would experience in normal conversation. If you start adopting these 7 tips in your next presentation, it will be remarkably more effective. Are any of these tips especially hard? No, not at all. What is required is self-awareness and the ability to adjust what you're doing to make it better. A bonus tip is to rehearse. Don't experiment or practice on your audience. Don't spend all your prep time on beating the slide deck into submission. Allocate time to practice a talk and, if possible, video it for review. You will be better at getting the time limits of the speech correct and will be so much more confident when the big day comes for your talk. How about it? Did you get value from today's show? If you did, then share the love around with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to rate 5 stars, review. What a great podcast. Subscribe so you get it every week. And share this podcast with others so we all can face better presenters when we're in the audience and not have to put up with some of the most dreadful presentations in the world by people who are untrained. Let's cut ourselves a bit of slack here and get everybody better so we don't have to put up with such poor performances. Until the next episode, Go out there and apply the learnings from today. Become a presentations legend. A legend amongst your circle. It won't be that hard because your circle invariably will not be all that good. You'll look like a superstar compared to them. Thank you for listening, and please tune in next week. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guy, committed to your success here in Nippon.